Waco, Texas for a Big 12 showdown featuring the number 3 ranked Iowa State Cyclones and the Baylor Bears. Lineups, keep an eye on Tamin Lipsey, 2-time All Big 12 point guard for the Cyclones. And then for Baylor, Dan Skillings Jr. has scored in double figures in 5. Baylor in the alternate gray, Iowa State in the road Cardinal, and the Bears control the opening tip.
He got away with the foul right there, but that was impressive defense by Ratai.
Jefferson, all strength. Tapped out of bounds, Baylor basket. A long way from the cylinder. Carr has to hoist, and he's fouled on a 3.
And Baylor got bailed out.
2 wingspan. His dad, Chris, played 6 years in the NBA. Pocket pass and a jam. Thunder. Agbem. Offensive rebound. Yesufu hits the deck, and an Iowa State foul. Their second.
Undersized. They are 4th in the country in offensive rebound percentage.
Yesufu hits the dot from the top. It's a 3.
He takes his Baylor offense to a different level.
His 21st 3 of the year, 30% from deep. Torre with an alley. He finishes to a clean look that's way off the mark. Baylor secures it. Ratai bumped, and a foul. The miss.
Maybe not the best look right there by Carr, but when you average 21 a game, you have to live with a few bad shots.
Jefferson up and under. Run and jump on Williams. Hard pass. Powell against the wall. Jefferson claims it, and he's fouled in backcourt. Big 12, 93 points per game. Williams driving, up and under, blocked. Out of bounds. Iowa State basketball. Shots on this end. Scoring drought of 2.5 minutes. Without a field goal in over 4. Agbem floater. That
makes him a pro.
In his second year at Iowa State after transferring from St. Mary's, Torres left alone, and he splashes a 3. Go. Carr hanging, hitting. Carr walled up. Skips to Ratai, who's on the floor with 2 fouls.
I think this would be a good time to try to get Lipsey back into the ball game.
Nelson up and under, and 1.
Ooh. When to be aggressive versus when not to be, and Lipsey is smart enough to be able to play with 2.
Corner 3. Offensive rebound. Powell looking for good footing. Another Baylor offensive rebound. In and out the 3 from Agbem. Baylor is 4 for 19 per game. A Swiss Army knife for the number 3 ranked team in the land. Carr banks in a 3.
Cam Carr just saw the ball go in.
Carr left alone. Buckets.
Tilovich, real shooters like that aren't fazed by missing early shots.
Lipsey in attack mode. Big time. Carr, heat check. Foul called against Skillings Jr.
There we go. That's where you have to get the ball. That's where you have to get it to Jefferson.
Jefferson with the left bangs it in.
That.
Jefferson with 7 on the shot clock. Spin move, +1. Big time from Skillings Jr. Nearly lost it in the corner, dashes baseline. Wild shot. Agbem trying to end the Baylor drought. They've missed 5 in a row.
I'm on Tilovich right now, especially with that size advantage.
Got Agbem on him, who hasn't scored in the contest, and he picks up an offensive foul.
But that's why you live with the offensive mistakes, because of what he can do on the defensive side.
40 seconds to play in the half. Tough shot. Offensive rebound, Powell. Who takes this shot for Iowa State?
Jefferson.
It's him. buckets in the first half. He had 2. Buchanan with 2. Plato with 3. Torrey spinning, bothered at the rim. Tip, no. Right back to him. Finishes. Iowa State with a lead, and their leading scorer on the season, Momcilovic, with the ball, has not scored. Still searching for his first points, and he has it. Tapped around. Lipsy pulls the trigger. Strikes a 3. Is on the bench, so is it Yesufu?
It could be.
Draws a foul. Going to the line, the freshman trying to will hit a miscue. Agben bumping, wanting to whistle, and he receives it. Third Iowa State foul. It comes on the floor, and it's on. Torrey turns the corner. Underneath, and a dunk from Plato.
By Scott Drew. Maybe try to throw Iowa State off, get them out their offensive rhythm.
Baylor operates about 25% of the time.
On the year. But if you allow him to make shots, you allow Jefferson to get into passing lanes. It's full circle. Talk about at the beginning, at the open. They need a point guard to be able to control the game and handle situations like this when things get out of control.
Torrey swivels into the corner. High dribble. It's a carry and a turnover. Commit to rebounding, and we attack the paint. His team's made their last 4 shots. Yesufu, +1. Lead pass deflected. Yesufu controls. Tripped. Fouled. Heisey lets it fly. Rips another 3. Foul was on Torrey, his second. Yesufu step through. Slam on the follow. Powell brings the... Carr lets it go. Fight for the rebound. Foul underneath against Iowa. Bateman wide open. Jefferson 1-on-4, sticks it. 9-point Iowa State lead. Ratai from the elbow. Sputters off. Stillings Jr. Double pump. Scores. Working on Heisey. Takes him to the foul line. Williams has to put it up. Bailed out with 2 seconds on the shot clock. A rock fight tonight in Waco. Agben pulls the trigger. Crashes in a 3. Lipsy off balance, sticks it.
That's how you answer right there.
Tonight. Jefferson fouled. Scorer at 21 per night is on the bench. Yesufu doubled in the hot corner.
Discombobulated.
Lipsy, this is where your veteran point guard. Love the comp. Lipsy, teardrop, floats in. Back-to-back baskets.
Not good.
Time for Baylor. Agben stops on a dime. Baylor needs that 3. They get it. Ratai. Short. Yesufu all alone. Hangs and hits.
Thank God.
Single digits on the timer. Agben. 5 to shoot. Carr. Offensive foul. He hooked him.
Yeah, no, that one's obvious.
And the man. 5 to shoot. Lipsy a 3. Cans it.
You have to make that adjustment, and that's not a good shot.
Underneath, Najee cleans it up.
But it ended up working out in their favor regardless. But when Lipsy has the basketball.
Lipsy, hard pass in the corner. Torrey bumping. Shot erased underneath. Baylor pulls it out of the pack.
My biggest thing. But I do think that That's not a good pass right there.
Throws it down.
Torrey, that's what he does. He can jump the pass.
Very well said. Agbem a three, around and out. Powell offensive rebound, half hook through. Agbem, scooper no. Yesufu follow through.
And I don't know if I've ever seen Taylor Lipsey get up that high. Was that? Are we counting that as a dunk or no?
A pass, a catch. Looks like a finger.
He pointed towards the ground like that counts as a dunk.
Baylor had a quick answer, but Iowa State in control ahead to Momcilovic. 8-point Iowa State lead. 20 seconds left. They pitch it ahead. Jefferson. Baylor will commit the foul. Will seal it for Iowa State with 6 seconds to play. Carr races ahead. Throws it up at the buzzer. Iowa State on the road in this league does not come easy. And the Cyclones are officially off to their best start in Pro 15-0. The number 3 ranked team in the land comes on the road and takes down Baylor here in Wake.
No start, but they figured it out. And in the second half, the lid finally came off the basket for Iowa State, but for Baylor, it did not.